Hey guys, and welcome to RuneScape Efficiency Tips, and today I'm going to be making a guide on how to mine efficiently. So I have already made a RuneScape Efficiency Tips for mining, but I was misinforming you guys on one thing, which was some of the mechanics of the method of mining with the Dragon Pickaxe. So that's why I chose to make this guide again, is because I didn't want to have a incorrect guide on my channel. So once this goes up, the other one will be going down, because I just don't want to have you guys being misinformed. So first of all, I am a significantly higher mining level than last time I did it, 95 mining now, which means that you'll be able to see what it looks like to be mining at a fairly high mining level rather than somewhere in the 80s like I was last time. And also, I'll be showing you guys how to mine properly with the Dragon Pickaxe, since it is different. I was showing you guys in the last video how to mine with the Rune Pickaxe, and it is different, the methods, because of the way that the Dragon Pickaxe works. So first of all, of course, you're going to be mining at the Granite Quarry, or the Granite and Sandstone Quarry in the Caridian Desert. And the best way to get to this location is to use a Pharaoh Scepter and teleport to the third option, which is Jarlderocht. And you can just teleport to the pyramid, then run a little bit west, and you'll be at this location. If you don't have a Pharaoh Scepter, you can also use the Camulet, which is a reward from the Anakre's Lament quest, and that will teleport you into the temple. You run out of the temple, and you'll be right near the quarry. So that's another option. If you don't have either of those, you can take the carpet ride down to the Bedouin camp and then run south, and you'll be at the quarry. Now, once you get here, well, I guess probably before you get here, you're going to want to make sure that you have the proper gear set up. So if you have full prospector, 100% bring it, and it's pretty important to have, obviously, because it does give the 2.5% boost to mining XP, and also acts as a full set of desert robes. So if you have prospector, wear it, and if not, bring your desert robes, because you will be needing to use water skins, and desert robes increase the amount of time between needing to drink from your water skins. I would highly recommend getting the full prospector outfit before you start mining at the quarry. You can get it from the Motherlode mine, and you will be gaining mining XP while doing it, so overall it probably is worth getting. So that's it for the gear setup, and you do want to make sure that you have a Dragon Pickaxe if you have 61 or higher mining. But that's another thing, is that you don't actually want to be doing the Granite Quarry until you're at least about 75 to 80 mining. And the reason for this is just because mining iron ore is actually faster experience per hour if done properly, until about level 75 to 80 mining. It maxes out at about 53k experience per hour, and you won't be getting higher than that at the quarry until about level 75 to 80, as I said before. So definitely go over to an iron mining spot with 3 rocks. You can find those at Piscatores, Al-Kharid Desert, in the wilderness, and near Ardoin. So do that until level 75 to 80, and then head over to the Granite Quarry and do that until level 99. So as far as the inventory setup, you do want to have, I would recommend bringing 8 water skins, and this is just because have them at the top of your inventory, and then they won't be moving around, because they will move to the top, the upper leftmost spot in your inventory that's available when you're drinking from them, which gets really annoying. So if you just have them in the top 8 spaces, then it's fine, and then you can drop from these spaces over here. You do want to make sure that you have Astral Runes and a Steam Battle Staff, or at least a staff that offers one of the runes for Humidify. And the reason for this is because Humidify will actually fill your water skins, so you don't have to go to bank to get more water skins. If you are level 3, then the best option is actually to bring a whole bunch of noted water skins, run up to the Bedouin camp and unnode at the store there. So that's another option. But if you're not a level 3 skiller, definitely worth getting Humidify, getting Lunar Spells, and 68 Magic before you start mining, because it will save you a lot of time, and it's just the most efficient way to get it done. Other than that, that's pretty much all you need. The rest of the stuff that I'm wearing is purely cosmetic, so you don't need to worry about it. Just make sure you have your pickaxe, your prospector, or your desert robes, and now we can get into the actual methods of how to do mining. Alright, so what I'm doing right now in this clip is how to properly mine with a Dragon Pickaxe. And what I was showing you guys in the last video was actually how to properly mine with the Rune Pickaxe, which is what I was used to back before Dragon Pickaxes were out. But it is slightly different with the Dragon Pickaxe, and the reason for this is because what the Dragon Pickaxe does over the Rune Pickaxe is that it offers a 15% chance of you receiving an ore after 2 ticks of mining instead of 3 ticks of mining. And normally the fastest that you can receive an ore is 3 ticks of mining, and that stays true for all the other pickaxes. But with the Dragon Pickaxe, rather than just giving you a 15% higher success rate, it instead offers a 15% chance of mining ores in 2 ticks instead of 3. And what this does is basically just increases your XP rate by 5% across the board, because if you think about it, saving 1/3 of the mining cycle, multiply that by 15 and you get 5%. So that's how the dragging pickaxe works, but you also have to take into account the fact that you get the special attack, and the special attack will increase your mining level by 3 well, it'll increase your mining level by 3 and then it'll go down, but you can use it once every 5 minutes, which does increase your mining XP per hour by a decent amount, which is really nice to have. So the dragging pickaxe is better than the rune pickaxe for XP rate, but you will see that the way that I'm actually mining is I'm mining 2 ores, and then I'm dropping the 2 ores between while I'm walking between the rocks. And the reason that you can't drop ores, like you click the rock and then you drop and then you click it again, that would work for if you're using a rune pickaxe, but if you're using the dragon pickaxe, it messes up the chance of getting a 2 tick instead of a 3 tick, and that kind of defeats the purpose of using a dragon pick in the first place. So that's why you have to do this instead of the standard tagging method with the rune pickaxe. I personally actually prefer using a rune pickaxe. I find it a lot more relaxing and easy to do, but this is the way to get faster XP, and definitely is better in the long run to use a dragon pickaxe. You just have to get used to the method. But yeah, if you well, actually I'm probably gonna remove that video about the previous one, but yeah, if you've seen the old video, you'll notice the differences between what I'm doing and what I was doing in the last one. Basically what I was doing before is I was clicking the rocks, dropping 2, and then clicking back to the rocks, and I was not dropping while moving between the sets of rocks. In this one I am mining 2, then dropping while walking between the rocks, which is the faster method. So thanks to a couple people, I believe it was Sathon and someone else, I think it might have been Harmony as well, that were informing me of that, and I didn't completely realize that when I made that video, so I'm glad that they told me that, because I have been doing that since then, and I've been getting obviously a bit faster experience per hour because of that. So that is the best way to train your mining. The only other things you really need to keep in mind is just make sure to always be checking back to your equipment, or not your equipment, your attack style screen where you can see your special attack, because you want to be using your special attack as soon as you possibly can to be getting the fastest XP per hour. And that's really all you need to know for mining. I guess one more thing is that I am using mouse keys or auto hotkeys. They're basically the same thing, but you do definitely want to be using mouse keys if you don't have any objections to using them, because they do make your experience a lot easier and just more relaxing in general. You can do mining without mouse keys, but you'll have to do a different method. You'll have to mine one, drop one, and that really messes up the dragon pickaxe, and it just makes your XP rate not quite as good. So you're definitely better off using mouse keys for mining, and it makes it possible to get the most efficient mining XP rate. And the XP rate that you can expect to get, it varies on your mining level, but from 80 onwards you should be getting at least about 55k XP per hour. Once you're into the 90s, you should be easily getting over 60k XP per hour. I did actually do a test at level 88 and I was getting 62k XP per hour, and it was not perfect, so definitely possible to get over 60k an hour even when you're not quite 90 yet. And when you're at 99, you can expect to be getting about 68 to 70k experience per hour, depending on how effective you are, and a little bit depending on your RNG. But yeah, that's the XP rates you can expect to get. The absolute maximum I would say is probably around 70k if you are godlike, and you can probably expect to be getting about 65k XP per hour if you're doing quite a good job and not really wasting any time. So I believe that's all you guys really need to know about mining. Also, you'll notice that I was using the humidify spell. Definitely important. Make sure that you use the humidify spell as soon as you notice that you're taking damage, because obviously you don't want to die. But you'll catch on to that, I'm sure, because you notice the hit splats on you when your water skins empty out. But I think that's all you guys really need to know to be able to mine efficiently, and I do apologize that the last one was a little bit incorrect, but this one should be all fine. This is how I've been mining since that video, and it is the best way to do your mining. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you leave a like, that would be awesome, and if you want to subscribe to see more videos like this, that would be really great. I appreciate your viewership, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later, guys.